The White House is working with TikTok to counter misinformation, which is why my views are down. A post went viral about a man who spent $16 at McDonald's. Apparently shame's on sale because I hide my identity when I eat fast food. In response, the White House said there's a White House official working with creators to tell positive stories about the economy. So let's look at the positivity. Google Trends can't pay a credit card search is at a 5-year high and has increased over time since Gramps rolled from losing bingo to licking the Oval Office window. Gas is higher than the president's son, and that's hard to do. And don't come for me, he wrote a book about it. Despite the man quite literally showing receipts, I hate that phrase so much. The government is labeling it as misinformation and created a program to highlight the positives. What positives? That you have less money to buy drugs with that might have fentanyl in it? I guess misinformation is only allowed from the White House.
The economy is improving. The data shows that households remain in a strong financial position.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the Semi-Daily Night Show with Gary TV, your host, Gary.
Tonight's ceremonial first pitch. And please welcome the President of the United States.
We did it, sir.
just making sure you're paying attention.
Welcome to the Semi-Daily Night Show. Argentina has elected a new president, and admittedly, when I first saw the guy, I thought he was the last living member of the Beatles. The Beatles sucked, by the way. Stirring the pot for engagement. The leader is a libertarian with some different views, yet he still got elected. So the CIA must have taken the week off from rigging elections. So now liberals are trying to pretend they suddenly care about Argentinian political matters and are posting that they're upset he was elected. Yet they've never stepped foot inside South America, let alone outside of their gentrified neighborhood. Argentina could have elected Wilson from Castaway, and it would impact America the same. But the president with enough hair to be a chinchilla's nest has been reported to support an open organ trade market. No, Chi, I thought you went back to China. That joke's gonna cut through to some people. There's layers to that joke, dude. I'm not an organ donor, so I'm strongly against this, mainly because if I got a heart transplant from a black guy, liberals would cancel me for black pace. Get it? Pace, like a pacemaker. It made me laugh. The Malaysian airline that went missing is back in the news. People spend way too much time on Reddit. I've set a reward of $145,000 to anyone who can debunk that the flight disappeared because of orbs. Don't mind me, I'm just ordering my Cybertruck because this is going to be easy as shit. The man leading this initiative has been posting videos from his mom's basement about the flight, showing the flight entering a black hole. Now, I read through his J.K. Rowling book of a post, and I'm ready to get that $145,000 check. A key piece of evidence that he used is a Trump satellite was used. And that's how I picture the satellite. He believes since the plane was never found that that's evidence enough, but neither was Kim Kardashian's earring.
My earring's gone!
Are you
The orbs that guided the flight into the black hole are fake. I can do that in Adobe Premiere. New information also shows that there were 2 fake passengers on the plane with 2 fake passports, which can mean only one thing.
You know why I wear my boots on a plane? Right when I get on, I'm looking for terrorists.
Really?
Always assume there's about 4 of them.
Yeah.
With my thorough journalistic and scientific research, I can confidently say that the plane disappeared because it had information on the Clintons. I told you I could do that in Adobe Premiere. Dublin, Ireland has broken out in riots. Just kidding, that's LA when the Dodgers won. That's actually Ireland. Riots broke out in Dublin due to an attack on children by a man with a pointy object. And now Conor McGregor is being investigated. McGregor spoke out against the government on Twitter and is being investigated more for a tweet rather than jumping 2 weight classes while maintaining abs. The last time I saw that much juice, I was at Juice It Up. The media has left out key details about the Dublin riots. Shocker. And only pointed out that the man is an immigrant, despite living in Ireland for over 20 years. Ireland is mainly upset that the country is being ruined by multiple factors, and to show that, they ruined their city. That makes as much sense as beans on toast. The country is experiencing mass amounts of refugees into the country that are given free housing, while citizens of Ireland are experiencing a homeless crisis, or what we call in California, Venice. Ireland is unfortunately being taken advantage of by politicians. Another shocker. Also, I said Ireland, not Irishman. He's the white style bender, so this whole thing's kind of funny. And he took his wife's last name. He deserved that. Ireland's prime minister, that's what countries who lack vitamin D call their presidents, gave a speech about how the government should be able to go after people for posting things online. So I should probably avoid Ireland now, because I'd be more than Ian Gary's UFC earnings. I'm sorry, but someone needs to warn him. And as the police have started their investigations into Conor McGregor about his tweets, he released a follow-up statement about them.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Congressman George Santos has been expelled from Congress. Ben Shapiro's lost gay cousin, I made that up, but that guy made everything up, was expelled from Congress as everyone was sick of his lying. Do you know how much you have to lie for US politicians to say you're lying too much? Actually, we know. I made a list of my favorites. The first being that he founded an animal charity where he saved over 2,000 dogs and cats. Yet there's no record of this charity ever existing, nor of it ever being registered. The only thing that exists of this is that he cashed the donations under a fake name, Anthony DeVolder. I expected a more extravagant name, to be honest. The most outlandish lie was that he may have ripped off an Amish dog breeder, which is f***ed up. They can't tweet anything to cancel him. His marriages might have been fake and not in like a cute rom-com way. He said he was divorced from a woman and then had a husband, but never had a ring on while working as a congressman. He was the first openly gay conservative member. I said openly gay, and I believe that. No straight man owns that shirt. George Santos also says he was on Hannah Montana after a career in drag in Brazil. That wasn't a joke for once. He claimed all of that. Identity theft was his most mild charge. He stole the identity of someone not related to Ben Shapiro. I will continue to push that rumor. Gen Z is boycotting vapes. It took us 11 years, but Gen Z is finally having their Coney 2012 moment. After learning that the Congo has been abused for their resources, Gen Z, in true Gen Z fashion, has decided to cut back on electronic waste and have thrown out their vapes due to the way cobalt's being mined. An entire generation of people voting for politicians that are banning gas-powered cars are upset about cobalt in their strawberry banana vapes. Why do you even choose that flavor? Get a smoothie, you septum-pierced, malnourished children. Vapes is where you draw the line. This is like the paper straw shit for nicotine fiends, dude. Fuck. Sorry, but this is dumb. Information has come out over the mining of cobalt, and the Cobalt Institute is responsible for 74% of the world's cobalt. If it's an institute, why don't they teach people how to mine it elsewhere? Morons. Another metric that convinced people chronically online was that people throw away 150 million vapes a year, and my buddy Derek is responsible for at least like 40 of them. But that's like half of the US population. Do you know what we could do with that kind of solidarity? The US has never been so united until it comes to their vapes. We would blow a cloud of strawberry lychee ice so big, it would end the drought. Elon Musk visited Israel and Hamas invited him to visit Gaza so he could learn how to build tunnels people will actually use. But he declined, and all this comes as the Tesla CEO met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu after replying to a tweet some viewed as anti-Israel. Elon says the visit has nothing to do with that. I've also spontaneously traveled to a country in the middle of a war while being one of the richest men on the planet. Maybe he just likes matzah. And it's been a big month for Elon. The Cybertruck finally released. After a couple broken windows and years of delays, the Cybertruck is here. I originally reserved my spot to purchase years ago when the truck was just $55,000. But even Bidenomics hit the electric car, as that model is now worth over 70 grand. And I kind of like it. So I guess I will debunk that Malaysian airline flight for real.